I guess early on, the interest for me for art was just trying to avoid normalcy and office jobs, just sheer boredom. I got really bored with what was going on in class and just started focusing on the blank page in front of me. The drawings eventually got good, my grades went down, but I found a new focus, and from then on it was pretty much all about art. First art was just for me drawing. It wasn't until I moved to the United States that I started experimenting with painting, other mediums and styles, and then when I went to OCAD for university, I started pixelating everything down to colored squares. From there I moved on to collage work when I realized that I could juxtapose the primary and secondary images, which would give me a visual narrative. I understood that I could basically have limitless possibilities, and that's when my primary focus became serialism. Early on, pop culture and celebrity icons fascinated me from a portraiture aspect as a kid. I would do a lot of my drawings from comic books. Later on, when I started doing collage work and serialism, I realized that I could paint not only the individual, but also the life that they lived and the things that they created. The Serialist method to me is kind of a representation of my thought process, where I'm constantly overstimulating myself with books, TV, movies. I'm constantly absorbing information. So the collage works in a sense that I'm able to address one topic in a multitude of ways. Over the last year, I've been working on a biographical series of works on artists. 7 in total so far, the last of which being Picasso. The first 5 were sold and sent to Mexico, where I was sent down to restretch them for the condo developers where they hung. The 5 being Frida, Diego, Klimt, Dali, and Van Gogh. The other 2 I have are Picasso, which I just finished, as I said, and Warhol. These paintings allow me to do biographical research as well, incorporating my love of books and knowledge. Again, painting not only the individual, but also their life and their lifestyle. Well, every painting is entirely different. Like, it's basically like playing chess with 30 different people. So before you even start, you got to find the subject matter, how you're going to attack it. Is it going to be biographical? Is it going to be a visual pun? Then there's sometimes weeks of research involved before you even get started. Then it's finding images, then it's copying images, then it's finding color combinations that work, painting those colors, cutting out all the colors. Then I start. Because I get so many questions about my process, I want to show just a little bit of how it's done. So once the subject matter is chosen, in this instance Jimi Hendrix, I select roughly 30 to 35 images. So these are just a few selections of those. So I'm going to show you how I paint them. So I just sponge, water, this is acrylic paint. Good and messy. Basically what you're doing is you're kind of doing a silk screen almost in a sense, but it's all monochromatic. So you just want it to be fluid, not too streaky. Okay, so this is just one of the 35 images that we've chosen. So this is the black and white photocopy that I do at UPS. We do laser copies. This one's already a dry painted copy. So all we do is we just cut these down into the basic squares and the rectangles. And then we have the red, and also we have all the other different colors that I'm going to need as well. And then from here we go to the canvas. Okay, so once we have all the images painted, dried, and cut, then the fun stuff. Basically you want to put it together. So just to show you one little piece here, we'll take Jimmy and construct the flower. use a fluid medium here, which is basically just long and short of it, it's glue. It's a fluid medium and varnish. You basically just use it like you would a wallpaper paste. So just rub it on the spot. And that's one piece. Then you do that a couple, 20,000 times. There's a lot of moves ahead you have to think of, so the drawing is very important. It has to be, one has to be very detailed because you have to know that one, it's like likeness is there, but also once you get covered in paint and paper, everything gets lost pretty quickly. So it's kind of it's a really detailed map more than anything else. Again, you kind of want to start from the outside in, inside out, but every painting is entirely different, both on size, scale, and subject matter. This is Brent Doty, Serialist Painter.